Welcome back to the Riverside show. Now, Glasgow has played host to some massive movie stars, from Brad Pitt to Halle Berry, have all filmed here. But what about young Glaswegian homegrown TV and movie talent?
In just a moment we'll meet some of the young Glasgow-based filmmakers who think they could have the next cult classic. But first of all, here's a look at an episode of Cops and Monsters, which is an internet show set in the future when Scotland is overrun with vampires, werewolves and zombies.
God, I hate doing these things.
Well, joining us now are the creators of Cops and Monsters, Fraser Cool, Emer O'Donovan, alongside the show's lead actress, Kirsty Strain. Who came up with the idea of this alternative future Scotland with vampires and monsters and all sorts of things?
I'll take responsibility for that one. Basically, I was just like, you know, we've got Doctor Who, we've got In the Flesh, Misfits and everything, all in the UK, but Scotland hasn't done anything like it yet that's easily accessible. So I just started bounding about ideas with two other writers and with Emer as well, and we just kind of came up with it.
Fantastic.
Before we go any further, we just saw that clip there, the wee granny at the end. Was she okay, or can you not tell us what happens next?
You just have to look us up online and find out.
She's not okay.
Spoilers. Kirsty, what was it about this project that appealed to you?
Initially it was the scripts themselves. It's really, really well written, and it's a genre that I've never worked in before, sci-fi, so I was really excited by it. And then the character is so vastly different to myself as well. She's very tough talking, no nonsense. I'm a bit more relaxed, and also she's from Texas, so she talks like that and she's a little bit different, so that's fun to play, you know.
That's very cool.
How long did it take you to perfect that accent?
It wasn't too bad, not too long. I spent a lot of time with Matthew McConaughey, so that was fun. That's how it goes, you know.
That's not a bad name to just drop right in there.
Yeah, now you made a mini-sode. Do you want to tell us, A, what is that, what's the difference between that and an episode, and tell us a wee bit about it?
Yeah, mini-sode, it's kind of half an episode. So it's kind of like a teaser episode that we launched when we launched our campaign we crowdfunded the mini-sode. When we were launching our campaign to crowdfund the full series, we had the mini-sode just to say, well, to show what we're doing rather than just tell people this is what we're wanting to do. At least we had like a solid 8 minutes mini-sode to be like, this is what we want to create. We want to create more of this. So if you like it, you know, please help.
Absolutely.
We're hearing more and more about crowdfunding. Just tell us a little bit more about it, what it is.
Well, crowdfunding is a way for filmmakers and anybody really, bands, actors, artists, anybody can get involved, and you basically have a campaign for what it is you want to make, whether it be a statue or an album or a 6-part sci-fi web series in Scotland. And it's where people can get involved straight away and they can donate any amount of money that you set, so a penny to £1,000, whatever, and you have perks that you can give them, like we've got signed scripts and come and be a monster on the set, you know, stuff like that, so people can get involved, and it's a little bit of a new way of funding your projects.
That's very cool. Is it quite expensive to make things like the mini-sode, and obviously you're going on to the series, it's not a cheap project?
You don't realise how expensive it's going to be until you write everything down and break it down, because you know, you have to think of obviously the technical side of stuff and equipment, then you have makeup, wardrobe, you have actors, crew, you have things like catering on the day, you know, you have to pay for locations, there's a whole load that you don't really think about before you go into it. As soon as you get in, you're like, wow.
There's a lot to think about.
And how much talent's out there in Glasgow when it comes to putting something like this together?
There's definitely a lot. Acting-wise, we've held auditions and we've seen a lot of people audition for us who have done acting in Glasgow, have trained in Glasgow. They're fantastic. There's so many, and it's a shame that we can't kind of take on everyone. Although we are going to try to get them on as extras, you know, smaller parts. But there's so much talent, even with the colleges. They're doing a lot of courses in TV production. So we want to take a lot of those students on board and give them good work experience, solid work experience that they can put on their CV, and you know, then in the future when they're going to get a job, be like, well, this is what I've done.
It's a great platform for sort of young and up-and-coming sort of talent there. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us on the sofa, and it was great to see some of the mini-sode on screen as well. Best of luck with the project. And David has left me over to social media.
Well, I got too scared, Jennifer, with all that monster chat, so I've legged it over to Katie, who's going to keep me safe. We're in
Not scary face.